Do you suffer from debilitating migraines? You know, that throbbing pain in the front or side of your head that's so severe you're unable to work or do anything other than retreat into a dark and quiet room? Have you had them for years and just haven't found a solution? Call Dr. Elizabeth Ebersol and put an end to your debilitating migraines forever, or go to her website at www.handmadehealth.com. That's www.handmadehealth.com.
With me up here on the podium, I've got Jamarion Curl, the junior, Ernest Young is a senior, Jaleel Minifield is a senior, and Jamari Ingram is a senior.
Coach, your thoughts on tonight's game?
What a battle. What a battle. Got to give a big shout out to Boerne, I think it's their name. I've got a couple of pronunciations, so just want to give a shout out to them. I thought they played like true champions today, and I just can't say enough about our guys and their resilience, their toughness, their determination. To be down 10 in the third, and to look in these guys' eyes, and to see that there was no wavering at all. There was no doubt at all. You know, then we get into overtime, and they take a quick lead on us in overtime. You know, and again, I'm looking at these guys' eyes, and you just see nothing but determination. You just see nothing but fight left in these guys. And I've been telling these guys all the time, all year long, this is a special group. I told them when we were talking today, I just thank them for you know, allowing me to experience this and allow our fans to experience this. And these guys have done it, and I think people see why these guys are champions and why we get the chance to play in the game tomorrow.
Questions?
Ernest, you kind of just seemed very locked in early in the game, kind of progressed as the game went on. What were you kind of thinking going into this, and how did you kind of just keep it going to help get you guys back into it and get the win?
I wasn't really thinking nothing. I was just trying to set the tone. For my team. That's why I was locked in, more locked in.
What do you mean by setting the tone? Locked down?
Trying to get the energy going. So I try to start the energy by calling in the guard, trying to get my team to come help play defense.
Remember, you guys get down double digits in the second half. Not looking great for you, but what did you guys have to do to get back into it?
Lock in and play the E like we always do.
Ernest, I think you had picked up that fourth foul there late before, and I saw Coach Hedge wince a little bit when you picked it up. Just to be able to play the rest of the four and get into overtime with four and still be, you know, good on defense and good on offense. How'd you manage that?
Playing smart.
Smart to pick up the fourth, though?
I mean, it wasn't smart, but whatever I had to do for my team.
And then, Coach Hedge, can you just speak on it and being able to play the four fouls late?
Ernest is a real intelligent basketball player. You know, I think a lot of people know and see how good he is when you see his skill level. But just being around him every day, he's a really, really intelligent basketball player. And so when he picked up the fourth, you know, I didn't really too much say anything to him, just be careful. You know, he was still under pressure, like you said, and he had to do that in this game because we were down. And so, you know, we spent a lot of time on defense, and you know, we put a lot of time into it every day, and it came to help us a little bit today.
Coach, in that fourth quarter, the team came up with 7 turnovers. Did you change what you did, or was that just part of the game?
Well, we picked them up full court, and we went to a little bit more of a take chance defense, a little bit, I guess you can call it that way. And it kind of paid off for us a little bit. You know, a lot of these guys, you know, Jaleel and Jamarion both play football. You know, so these guys are the free safeties out there and that stuff. And so, man, they were picking those balls off, and I'm like, man, you know, it was just amazing to see the plays that these guys were making down the stretch.
Jaleel, I feel like at certain times of the game, you just had that clutch basket. I think back to the floater there late before. Can you just speak to what you feel like you had going today? Sound good?
I feel like we had to become good teammates, make clutch shots for each other, and be a unit.
Coach, can you talk about the free throw shooting? I thought that was huge for you guys, being able to get back in it.
I didn't know until after the game. I think one of my coaches told me, I think we were 17 or 18 or something to the effect. You know, we've talked about it a bunch. Last year, we got put out of the playoffs by shooting 6 for 22 from the free throw line. You know, they put us out. You know, we knew we needed to hit some, and thankfully for us, that they dropped a whole bunch of them today, and we needed every one of them, every one of them.
Coach, you guys were really effective in driving the lane, late in the second half especially. Did you guys switch something up at halftime, or did you notice something they were doing?
No, we actually wanted to attack it like that the first half. You know, I didn't think we attacked it well enough the first half, and I thought, well, we made some adjustments in the second half, but we weren't really adjustments. We just wanted to do what we had planned to do. And I thought the second half, I think we kind of settled in a little bit, and it became normal to us again, and we did attack that zone. And once we started attacking the zone, it kind of caused them a little problems. You know, we got some good looks at it, some easy looks at it. And so, but that's how we wanted to attack it going in. It just took us a half to kind of get going.
Do you feel like your press late in the fourth quarter and overtime sort of disrupted their offense also?
Yeah, I really do. You know, we talked about wanting to pressure these guys and just be in their face all night long, and we thought that would be a big key if we were able going to win and get to Saturday. We thought that pressure was going to be the key. You know, we don't have a lot of size. You know, Jamarion is playing the 5 for me at 6'1", and Jamari is playing the 4 at 5'11", and everybody else is 5'10", 5'11", so we don't have a lot of size. And so, you know, we've got to do some things like that to pick up the tempo and stuff like that.
Ingram, yeah, coach, he literally just kind of stole my question. So what's it like, you know, you 5'11" playing the 4? What are some things that you seek to do against the bigger opponents to win your matchup for the night?
Yeah, hip to hip.
Hip, like you shield them off and everything?
Yeah, shield them off. Yeah. Yeah, I shield them off and like just stay under, don't let them bully me, stay on my ground. Mm-hmm. I'm a dog, so.
We spend a lot of time in the weight room, and so we don't have a lot of size, a lot of height, but we try to make up for it in toughness and physical play. And these guys are just pretty determined kids, pretty tough kids.
If I can start on the left side all the way down, if you guys can each just tell me, you know, you had a chance to play first state championship. We talked earlier in the year, and that was always the goal, right? So now that it's right here, one more win, what does it mean to you to have that chance?
It means a lot. We gonna go get it.
We were close in football, but now we're here, so I'm excited.
It's exciting. Trying to go win. Same thing they told me.
All right, Coach, what do you mean to you?
I think this means a lot, not only for just us as a team. I think this means a lot for our school. I think this means a lot for our community, our school district. You know, this is special for our city, and we got a lot of support. And I've been telling these guys, they've taken this whole city on a journey. These guys have taken this whole city on a journey, and we're just enjoying the ride. And I'm hoping we can get enough energy tonight and get these guys rested and hydrated, and see if we can go get one tomorrow. But these guys have taken this whole city on the ride. And I told them again, like I mentioned earlier, I just thank these guys for allowing me to be here and to take me on this ride and experience this.
Last question for me, just like from left to right, man. He just talked about what's it mean to put the city on y'all back and represent for state, represent for Wichita Falls.
Yeah, it's exciting and like it's just like crazy because we spent all this time in the summer putting work in, and now it's here, so we're gonna go get it.
Right.
It feels great because we nobody knows little Wichita Falls. Every time someone brings Wichita, they think of Wichita, Kansas. So it's good to bring Wichita Falls, Texas.
Coach Hedge, we talked before the game. You've been at Hirschi for 16 years. Talk about what it means for you to get over the hump and deliver a championship game to the city where you're a pillar of the community.
Boy, again, it means everything. Again, not necessarily so much for me, but again, just for the people that we've been having some loyal supporters for so long, and there are a lot of Hirschi fans out there. And when we would come up short, we lost in the regional finals, I think 3 or 4 times at the buzzer in overtime. And when we would come up short, I mean, I wore the pain of every fan. And I mean, it was tough. It was tough. And I know how much I know how hard these guys work to get there. And I know how much support that we got. And really, to be honest, I thought it was kind of my fault. I thought everybody was doing their job. I thought the kids were doing their job. I thought the support we had, our administration, the school, the city was doing everything they had. And I felt the pressure that I had to deliver. And thankfully this year we finally made it over the hump. You know, we win that regional final. I can still see Jamari shooting that three. Go through the hole and give us that lead in the regional final. And again, these kids have taken us. They've taken me on a journey. These kids have taken me on a journey, and I love them to death. And I'm just excited to be playing one more game.
Thank you, Coach.
Jamarion, can you walk us through that big defensive play that helped send this game to overtime and just what you saw on that play?
Coach just like, don't let him catch the ball.
Real simple. Well, just to kind of elaborate on that, number 20 is a really good player for them. He was kind of hurt just a little bit, and so we told Carol, look, don't let him catch it. You just do not let him catch it. He's hurt us, and don't let him catch it. Carol was one of the toughest kids I've ever coached, and I knew when we gave him that assignment, I knew he was gonna make it tough on number 20.
Ernest, do you think that shot had a chance to put up there in regulation?
Yeah, I did.
I thought it did too.
How do you,
Cool.
Coach, the team went 1 for 10, 3-point line, and still found ways to win. As I said about your free throw shoot, when it's 1 shots.
You know what's weird is, you know, when you see a team like ours, you know, we small, you know, everybody under 6 foot, and you think, well, these guys gonna shoot a bunch of 3-pointers. Man, that's not us. We don't do that. Nah, man, that's not us. You know, and so this is kind of how we win games all year. We're kind of a defense first team. You know, we kind of play on that end of the floor first, and we put a big emphasis on rebounding and defense. And you know, if we ever get hot, watch out. You know, if we ever get hot, watch out, because we're going to defend and rebound every night. And if we're fortunate enough to get the ball and go through the hole, I think we can beat anybody. So hopefully tomorrow we can see the ball go through a little bit better. Hopefully we're not 1 for 10 because they're big, and so we're going to need to be able to stretch their defense a little bit. So we are going to have to make some permanent shots. So I think we were just saving them all for tomorrow.